everybody, and welcome to my new filming room. I am filming in this room today because I have a very special video to share with all of you. This is my Yankee Candle Tag. Now, I think the last time I saw this tag was almost 2 years ago, and Drew did this tag about the Yankee candles, and I haven't really seen it in a while, so I thought, why not make another tag? These are basically the same questions that he used, and I don't think I've done a Yankee Candle Tag before, but if I have, oh well, this is an updated 2-year version. So I have my phone here with all of the questions, and the first one is, why do you love Yankee candles? Well, Yankee Candle is probably my go-to candle company at the moment, and has been for quite some time. I used to be with Bath and Body Works a lot, and then those candles just kind of started failing. And I kept on using Yankee Candle, but I thought, well, I kind of just want to try other companies and things. And Yankee Candle, I guess, was always the candle company that I went back to. One of the reasons why I love Yankee more so than other companies is because they usually don't make a lot of changes. Like I was talking about this with Drew, just kind of comparing other companies. And, you know, if you have a lemon lavender candle from Yankee and buy it, you know, today, 5 years down the road, it's still going to be the exact same candle. So, the exact same scent. It's going to be the exact same name. So that's why I like Yankee. Um, Number two, do you prefer jars or tumblers and why? Also, do you trim the wicks before the first burn and why? So this is a two-part question. The first one, do you prefer jars or tumblers? I actually prefer the jars, and I will show you guys. This is a jar um, compared to this is a tumbler. There we go here. And the difference between the jars and the tumblers is the jar has one wick and the tumbler is usually smooth wax and has the two wicks. I personally prefer the jar. It is classic. I feel like it's never going to change. I don't know why. I just prefer the jar. Also, do you trim the wicks before the first burn and why? I never ever trim the wicks. You know, I was really confused as to why Yankee Candle asked me that every single time I went. And usually, I guess customers do trim the wick, or they have the store trim the wick before the burn. Before the first burn. And I find that the reason why I don't is sometimes they trim the wick too close to the wax level. And if I don't get an even wax pool on that first burn, I will not ever get an even wax pool unless I have to foil or sweater or do all that kind of stuff. So that's why I kind of like the wick a little bit longer. If the wick was like huge and like hella long, then yes, I would trim it. Number three, do you prefer votives or tarts and why? So this was really a no-brainer to me. Here is, let's see, here is a votive candle. So you guys can see there. If I can try to focus it in. Anyway, this one is apple pumpkin. There we go. And then this is a tart in lavender vanilla. For some odd reason, I get better throw with the votives than I do the tarts. And that's just why I prefer the votives, just because I get a better throw. And I have a lot of wax from a lot of other companies, as you guys know. So I would rather burn wax that I get a throw from than, you know, just burn a candle that I can, you know, get a throw from. Just burn it like from other companies with the wax tarts and such. Number four, do you prefer food and spice, fresh, floral, festive, or fruit the best? Which one do you prefer the least and why? This was a really hard question for me because I am a seasonal burner. So in the spring and the summer, I usually do the florals and the fruits. In the fall and the winter, I will obviously do the festives, the food and spice. And kind of in between, I will do those fresh, clean scents like, if it's a laundry day or whatever, I will throw, soft blanket in or whatever. It all depends on my mood, and I don't really have well, I guess my favorite would be the food and spice, just because fall is my favorite time of year, and fall is when I burn those kind of scents, like the apples and the pumpkins and, the berries and such, like that. So that would be that. And number 5, what is your least favorite size candle and why? This is a hard one for me because I like all the different sizes. So this is your large jar. This is your medium swirl jar in the scent Candy Cane Cottage, which is red velvet and peppermint bark, a really nice one. So this is small or large, medium, and then this is the little baby candle in cider donut. So these are the 3 sizes that we have here. For me, the medium jars leave too much wax behind. So if I'm unsure of a scent and I don't want to commit to the large jar, I will buy the medium jar. But usually that doesn't happen. Like usually I don't have a lot of scents that I don't like. Excuse me. So I'll just go for the classic large jar. Medium jars though, I do buy in the swirls. And then the baby jars, I still like the baby jars because they're good like to put in little tiny places. They're cute. And if you're a collector and you want a lot of scents for storage, these are really good for that. Next question. How often do you visit Yankee Candle on average? Number 6. Well, it's kind of bad. I usually go to my outlet once a week. If not once a week, definitely once every other week for sure. And my regular retail store, I will go sometimes when they're having their SAS, not always, because I didn't go this last SAS. But mostly every friends and family sale, I do hit up the regular retail store. Number 8. What is your favorite fragrance for the current season and why? Oh, okay. So this was kind of hard for me too because let's face it, I don't know their reasoning behind this fall lineup that they have. Okay, so I just wrote down the scents just because I forget things. So bay leaf wreath, cranberry pear, berrylicious, silver birch, the cake one, the chocolate layer cake. Out of those, I would have to say silver birch is my favorite. Let me just show you guys real quick. This is silver birch in a tiny jar. I got it at the outlet. I will definitely be picking up a large jar in this scent. It is just very nice, a very nice cologne scent. This fall, I really didn't understand their picks for their scent lineup. It just didn't make sense. Now, they are coming out with those 2 other scents because, okay, my whole reasoning is when I think of fall, I think of pumpkins and I think of apples. So they came out with this line, plus they came out with pumpkin ginger bark, which is not included in the line, but is like a limited edition or a special edition. So I did get a votive in pumpkin ginger bark. I've got the 3 votives here, plus they're coming out with an apple spice, and I have not smelled that one. Apple spice has almost the exact same picture on the label as cider donut, which is crazy to me, and I don't know if it's a dupe or not. But out of those 2, I really can't say because I only have the pumpkin one and it smells delicious. Okay, so what is your least favorite fragrance for the current season and why? My least favorite is obviously bay leaf wreath. I don't understand it. It's a wreath. I know it's bay leaves, but when you first look at it, it looks like a Christmas wreath with red jingle bells. And then when you get up close, because sometimes 40-year-olds have problems with their vision, you notice that they're not jingle bells, they're just oranges with cloves sliced in the middle of them. It's just too confusing for me, Yankee. Sorry. Um, Okay, which is your favorite season to burn candles and why? I would say fall for sure. You know, summer, actually this summer though, I did do a lot of burning, which is very uncommon for me. But usually fall, when it starts to get a little bit colder outside and you kind of want to, you know, close up your windows a little bit and feel a little bit more homey, that's when I light my candles the most. Number 11. Do you prefer smooth wax or molten wax and why? For me, I don't like the smooth wax at all. I'll be 100% honest. I think that something is wrong with the wicks that they use. At least the wicks that I have gotten, for some odd reason, in the smooth wax from Yankee, the wicks are like threaded and then twisted. So odd. And then when you light it, they untwist and unravel, and then the soot just kind of pours out. Also, it burns a lot faster, I feel, the smooth wax. And only in the Yankee jars. I mean, I've had Goose Creek smooth wax, and those took forever to burn. So I'm not quite sure about that with the Yankee, but I just don't prefer the smooth wax. I just really like that classic wax. It's hard. I feel like it throws a lot better, even though some people say no, they don't think so. But I really like how it just holds all the oils in, and it's just, it's classic to me. It's what they first came out with, and that's what I like. Um, do you like doing mixology? If so, what is your favorite? I do like doing mixology. Um, if you guys are unfamiliar with Yankee and their mixology, some people are just getting into it. This is the little mixology, and mine is dirty, sorry. But this is the little mixology kind of container, and what they want you to do is take different votives and put them in each of the slots, so you get maybe like 3 different scents in there. I don't really have a favorite. I just like doing it randomly. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll put 3 of the same scent in and make it into like a 3-wick candle, like a small 3-wick candle. So I do that as well. Um, who in your family can you talk to about wax? Number 13. Nobody. My oldest daughter will sometimes burn candles. My youngest daughter is too like crazy to like light a candle. My mother tries, she'll buy a Yankee candle and then she'll light it. She'll love it in the store, get it home, light it, and say she hates it. So, and like everybody at work and all my friends are not into candles. So literally it's YouTube and it's Facebook, my Facebook group. You guys are the only ones that I can talk to about candles and my collection, and you guys get it. So you're the only ones who get it. Okay. 14. What are you currently burning? So right now I'm only burning 2 Yankee candles in the house. I have Shaken Not Stirred, which is a 2-wick candle in smooth wax, and it's not doing well. And I don't know if I like the scent or not on it. It may be going back. I've had it lit all day, and I'm not getting a really good throw, and it has not pooled all the way out yet, which is a real big flaw, because usually they pool out right away. And I'm also burning in a large jar wild passion fruit, and that is on the other side of the house, and that one's doing great. Um, and what is your favorite all-time scent from Yankee? And I should have brought it. It's Cherries on Snow. That was my very first candle that my kids got me from Yankee Candle, and it will always be my favorite scent. And now we are coming to the end of the tag. Number 16, tag 5 people. So Drew, I would tag you, but you already did this video. So if you want to maybe do it again, go right ahead. It's been 2 years, and I think an updated version is due for you. Also, I have Danielle Crane. I have not seen a video from you lately, girl, and I would love to see a video from you. Candle Crazy Guy, I have been watching your videos lately. We talked about where you vacationed in the Dells, so I want to see this tag video from you as well. Lisa shares, I've been watching you, girl, doing your candle reviews, and you have been doing such a good job, so I would love to see this with you also. And Michael Conway, I'm just getting into your YouTube channel, so I would love to see a video like this from you. And Miss Susan. Now, Susan, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, and in my head, I always say Susan Daffodil. So Susan Daffodil, please do this video tag. It would be greatly appreciated and fun to watch. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye, everyone.